Learn Japanese history in English. Chapter 5: The Age of the Samurai, from the Kamakura Shogunate to the Warring States period. The establishment of the Kamakura Shogunate and samurai rule. In 1185, the Taira clan was defeated in the Battle of Dan no Ura, and Minamoto no Yoritomo established a new government led by samurai. In 1292, after the death of Emperor Go-Shirakawa, Yoritomo was appointed Sei Taishogun, shogun, by the imperial court. This marked the beginning of the Kamakura Shogunate, the first military government in Japan. The Kamakura Shogunate had the shogun as its leader, supported by gokenin, samurai vassals. The gokenin swore loyalty to the shogun and fought in battles when needed. In return, the shogunate rewarded them with land. This relationship was called gun to huku, mutual obligation and service. After Yoritomo's death, his son Minamoto no Sanetomo became the third shogun. However, in 1219, he was assassinated, and the Minamoto family's direct line ended. After this, the Hojo clan took control and ruled through the Shikken, regent. This was called the Shikken government, and the Hojo clan strengthened the Kamakura shogunate's rule, the Mongol invasions and the shogunate's struggle. One of the biggest threats to the Kamakura shogunate was the Mongol invasions, Genko. The Mongol Emperor Kublai Khan demanded Japan to submit, but the shogunate refused. In 1274, the Mongols attacked Tsushima and Iki Islands and landed in Kyushu. This was called the Battle of Bunei. The Mongol army used powerful cavalry and gunpowder weapons, making it a tough battle for the samurai. However, a sudden storm hit, forcing the Mongols to retreat. In 1281, the Mongols attacked again in the Battle of Khoan. This time, they sent a larger army of about 140,000 soldiers. Once again, a powerful storm destroyed most of the Mongol fleet. This storm was later called Kamikaze, divine wind, and it was believed to have saved Japan. Although Japan won, the war did not bring new land or rewards for the samurai. Many samurai became unhappy, weakening the shogunate's authority. The fall of the Kamakura Shogunate and the rise of the Muromachi Shogunate. By the early 14th century, many samurai lost faith in the Kamakura Shogunate. Emperor Go-Daigo wanted to take back power from the samurai and started a rebellion. In 1333, Nitta Yoshisada and Kusunoki Masashige fought for the emperor and destroyed the Kamakura Shogunate. Emperor Go-Daigo tried to rule directly in the Kenmu Restoration, but samurai were unhappy with his policies. Soon, Ashikaga Takauji turned against the emperor, took Kyoto, and supported another emperor. In 1338, Takauji became shogun and started the Muromachi Shogunate. The government returned to samurai control. The northern and southern courts and government instability right. After the Muromachi Shogunate was established, Japan entered a time of civil war called the Namboku-cho period. Emperor Go-Daigo escaped to Yoshino and formed the southern court, while Ashikaga Takauji supported the northern court in Kyoto. For about 60 years, these two courts fought for control. In 1392, Ashikaga Yoshimitsu ended the conflict by persuading the southern court's emperor Go-Kameyama to surrender. This brought peace, and Yoshimitsu became a powerful ruler. Yoshimitsu built the Hana no Gosho, Flower Palace, in Kyoto as his headquarters. He also started trade with China, Ming Dynasty, through the Kango trade, tallies trade. During his time, no theatre and the tea ceremony flourished, shaping Muromachi culture. However, after Yoshimitsu's death, the Muromachi Shogunate weakened. Powerful regional warlords, known as Shugo daimyo, became more independent. This led to conflicts that would soon plunge Japan into further chaos. The Onin War and the beginning of the Warring States period. In 1467, a war called the Onin War broke out due to a dispute over the next shogun. The war involved two powerful factions, the Eastern Army led by Hosokawa Katsumoto and the Western Army led by Yamana Sozen. The fighting lasted for 11 years and devastated Kyoto. The Muromachi Shogunate lost much of its power, and Japan entered the Sengoku period, Warring States period. During the Sengoku period, each region was ruled by Sengoku daimyo, warlords. The central government became weak, and the shogun had little real power. The Sengoku period was a time of constant battles as warlords fought for land and power. This era saw the rise of great military leaders like Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. Their actions would eventually lead to the unification of Japan and the beginning of a new era. Thus, the samurai era that began with the Kamakura Shogunate continued through war and political struggles, leading to the next great transformation in Japan's history.